Strictly Gershwin at the Royal Albert Hall touches down for 13 performances, just a very limited season through June. But the creative brain, and maybe I could even say the creative genius, is Derek Deane. Tell us about the show. It's spectacular, isn't it?
Yeah, I wanted to get away from Swan Lake and Sleeping Beauty and Romeo and Juliet, just the traditional classical ballets. And I really wanted to do something that would set the audience on fire in another way. I've always loved Gershwin music, as everybody does. So I put together this program using different elements in dance. There's jazz, there's ballet, there's ballroom, there's tap. So it's a whole cross-section of dance, which is much more fun for the company to do. We had a ball putting it together. And luckily, first time round, the show worked very well. I'm changing it a little bit in small places because I just feel that we can bring it up even further. And so that's what we're doing this time round. We're re-rehearsing it, and I'm re-choreographing some of the things just to give it extra punch.
Now, is it different for the performers themselves? We've got 100 dancers on stage and they're in the round. How does that actually change a performance from something being on a normal stage?
I think the company found it a lot of fun. They found it a big challenge. The audience see you from every single angle, so you really have to be on top of your game to get away with it, really. And I do too, because it's a huge challenge for me, because I also have to make dancers look very good from the back.
How do you do that?
In the formation of the choreography, I challenge the dancers by moving in completely different directions to what they're used to if we're just in a normal theatre.
And as far as the actual costumes are concerned, can you give us an idea of what they're like?
They're very wonderful, old, glamorous Broadway, but with a modern touch. I find Gershwin very modern. I don't find anything to do with Gershwin old-fashioned, actually. I find it very glamorous. I find it very exciting. I find the music invigorating. So that's, of course, what I try to put into my choreography, and that is what the marvellous designer Roberta Guidi di Bagno has put into her costumes. She's put in full-scale Hollywood, which of course suits the production.
And the songs performed, is it your greatest hit selection?
Well, it is a bit, actually. It is, yes. It's all the songs that I love and adore, Obviously, I had to choose some so they were appropriate for the position that they're in the production. But yes, all the musical choices were mine.
Give us an idea of the biggest change that you've made from last time.
Well, the biggest change is really the finale of the whole production, because I ran out of time last time. I couldn't choreograph the finale because we didn't have enough time. So we played the audience out to the orchestra. I just feel that because there is so much dance in the programme, really I think the dancers should have the end of the evening. And I think it's better for the audience also. So I've choreographed a big new finale. And also for some of the numbers, when we finally got the show on the first time round, I thought some of the numbers were either slightly too short or slightly too long, or there was a drag here or a pull there, or this needed a bit more time. So really I've injected other bits of choreography into some of the numbers, which I felt were just either a little bit too slack or a bit too tight.
It's Strictly Gershwin after it's been down the gym for 6 months almost.
Yeah, it is a little bit like that, I think. We've made it even more exciting, more interesting for the audience, of course, the public, and more rewarding from a dancer's point of view, because they've got also so much more to do.
And you've also got guest performances as well. Can you run us through who is actually performing and what they'll be doing?
Well, we've got some of the original cast, which is marvellous. So the fabulous Spanish ballerina, Tamara Rojo, will be recreating her roles in A Rhapsody in Blue and An American in Paris, with a Canadian absolutely fantastic star from Canada called Guillaume Cote, and he'll be dancing with Tamara. And we have the marvellous Friedman Vogel from Stuttgart Ballet is coming to recreate, and he's going to dance with the company ballerina, Daria Klementova. Then we have, of course, the fabulous Maria Friedman coming in to sing, which is just such a bonus. I mean, Maria is amazing, so there are a lot of differences.
Well, we want to wish you every success with it. It sounds a very exciting show, and you can go back to rehearsals right now.
Thank you very much. Very good.